Hey, good morning, guys. It's me, Rusty, 78609, Central Texas, USA, and it is April the 20th, 2016, and I'm one day older than I was yesterday. Isn't that wonderful? Today, what I thought I would do, I've had two comments related to a video I did about home base. If you're traveling in an RV full time, having a home base is a good idea, in my opinion. I have one, and I love it. And one of the comments was from, I don't know, I want to say Indiana, Illinois, somewhere. Anyway, his comment was related to the quote septic. He wanted to know how I got by with not burying the pipe under the ground because where he lives, because of the cold weather, you have to bury the line under the ground 3 or 4 feet. We don't have it rule like that here in Texas, not in rural Texas. When you get outside the city limits, all the rules change dramatically. And in the area I'm in, when I bought these lots 12 years ago or so, uh, the Property Owners Association was virtually non existent. So there's no rules, or were no rules. There was another comment from another man about about whether there was land available here and kind of what the restrictions were where I live, etc. So I'm going to combine both of those comments just into one general response. In that, I've done a video about home base and how to select a site. The things you need to look for. First of all, you want to find a place that's pretty much unrestricted, or certainly not restricted against RVs, and that's going to be those will be hard to find because there's not many neighborhoods with homes, site-built homes, that want to have a RV plopped right down in the middle of them. So, but if you look around, you can find subdivisions in different parts of the USA. In Texas, you probably find several in smaller community. Go out, outside of smaller towns where they have these little developments that have their own water supplies, and you'll find property owners associations that are inactive. Some of them never developed at all, and you can get you a home base that's unrestricted, and that's what mine was up until about, I want to say, 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years ago. They've gotten pretty active again, and I'm glad that they have. But well, of course, I'm grandfathered in now. Whatever I have is not going to be affected. Thank goodness. But for those newcomers, no luck. They're going to have to comply with all the current restrictions. Here, the only thing you might run in, well, not here, but in other areas where you might find a home base, if you decide to put in a regular septic, then the county inspectors have to come out and do what's called a percolation test. And basically what that is to determine the absorption rate of the soil, so that whenever you put in your drain field, it will adequately be absorbed by the soil, and that will determine how much drain field you need. That's the drain pipe for your septic. But septic systems can be pretty dadgum expensive. They can be anywhere from 5 to 20,000 and everywhere in between, and maybe more in some cases, but I doubt it. Anyway, that's the answer to the comments. Now, to the next thing I happened to read this morning is, of course, Donald Trump won big in New York, which was not a surprise, and so did Hillary Clinton, which was not a surprise. All these things, you could have known a year in advance. What does all that mean? Not much. I don't know why people get so excited about elections. I could get excited about it, but whenever you kind of boil it down to the reality, and the reality is this, assuming that one of them get elected president, either Hillary or Donald Trump, then they're sworn in as president of the United States, and then they've got Senate and a House of Representatives, which are 535 people. And those people represent each state of 50 states. And they all want something different. They all want things that benefit their state, directly or indirectly. And, of course, they've learned to compromise over the years among each other to get the things they want for their particular state. Now, as president, of course, you've got executive order, which, this current president has used a lot. In fact, he's pretty much tested the limits of the presidential office, which is one of the three legs of the three-legged stool: the executive branch, the presidential, the judicial, the Supreme Court, and then the congressional, which is the House and the Senate. And he's kind of pushed the limits of the presidential powers, and I'm not too fond of that. I still think that wars should be declared by Congress and not the president. The reason they turned it over to the president is because now wars aren't gradual. Used to be wars kind of gradually built along, and the military got bigger and bigger. But now, with nuclear missiles, nuclear tipped missiles, they can plant one in your backyard in a matter of nanoseconds. So you have to be able to respond to that. And so the president's been given the power to respond. The War Powers Act took care of that. But anyway, so overall, the presidential election to me is interesting. But I think what you're going to find, no matter who's elected, it's going to be like pushing a chain uphill. There may be some changes, but they'll be gradual because they have to be. Even, the repealing Obamacare, that can be done. That's not a big issue there. Then replacing it with what is the question? I would like to see them just go to Medicare for everybody, and that means everybody, including the military, including politicians. Everybody's under the same umbrella, no deductibles, no co-pays, no nothing. You just go to the doctor, and Medicare takes care of it for everybody. And you could streamline the defense budget to pay for some of that. And also, you're going to have to ask the pharmaceuticals to get real. If they're able to sell their drugs in Mexico and Canada for 1/10 the price they sell them in the USA, then we're just going to sell them at 1/10 the price in the USA, and that's the end of that crap. So, be that as it may, the election, so what? Any other news? Not really. The weather here in Texas right now is about 62, 64 degrees. Again, this is April the 19th, 2016. This is Wednesday. It's 8:46 a.m. and it's cloudy. It's springtime in Texas. We usually get, in this area of Texas, central Texas where I am, we usually get our spring showers in, mid-April through the end of May. In April and May are two of our rainier months, and then September is another one that we get a little bit of rain, but not much. Our annual rainfall in my area is about 20 to 24 inches, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. The closer you get to the coast of Texas, it doubles. And the farther you go west, if you go 100 miles farther west from where I am into West Texas, it drops by half. You get down to 10, 12 inches, and you get out in the Big Bend area of West Texas, you get to 8 to 10 inches of rain, which is desert climate. But anyway, having said all that, and I posted a video about Horseshoe Bay Resort recently, and might want to check it out. I posted one on, I just drove through Marble Falls. I've got a holder in my car now where I can mount my phone, and I don't have to hold it with my hand. I'm just trying it, and it seems to work okay. So I'm going to do some drive-through town stuff, and just kind of show you what Central Texas and my home area looks like. That was a suggestion by one of the viewers a while back that people would probably enjoy seeing some of that, and they do. The videos that really get the views are the how-to videos. In other words, If you show somebody how to change the oil on a 1958 Ford pickup, you'll probably get a lot of views. If you show somebody Horseshoe Bay Resort, you'll get a few. You're not going to get many. The how-to videos do good. Another section of videos that do good are music videos. Any entertainment videos where they do stupid things, they throw stuff at each other and fall off buildings, and they do all kind of stupid shit. You don't have to worry about me doing that. Well, I mean, I do stupid stuff, but those things aren't some of them. But be that as it may, today is getting started okay. I'm fixing to go do my walking. I was waiting. The reason I'm inside, I was going to do the video outside, and it was sprinkling rain. Couldn't. So now that the rain stopped, I'll go do my walking. I walk for an hour every single day. Every day. Every day. Probably in 365 days, I may miss 5 out of a whole year. May. And keep your health, folks. Very important. Everything starts with you and goes that way. Nothing, you can sit and wait for things to get better, and they'll find your bones, okay? If you get off your ass, get on your feet, do you some exercise, eat decently. I got my weight down to, I was at 188.8. This morning I weighed 168.8, but that was over 2.5 years. 2.5 years. And what I did, I just wrote down, another thing, things don't happen without plans. Make a plan. It doesn't hurt. It's just like, living is kind of like, I guess you'd say gardening in a way. Nothing happens until you plant a seed in a garden, right? And the seed may or may not turn out if you don't take care of it. Hello, that's you, folks. You plant you and take care of you and see what happens. Things will get better. But anyway, I don't have a good joke today. I looked at some on the internet, but they're not funny to me. I'm old, I guess. I'm 70, and my sense of humor is the old school, the old simple jokes that were cute. But anyway, enough said. Y'all enjoy your day. I'm going to enjoy mine starting as soon as I got up. Thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios, amigos. And bye-bye. I don't know why I do this shit.